Good. You didn't even give me a countdown on that one. Go back to the other screen. We got to do the countdown better than that. We got to start over. Give us a start over. Here we go.
Ready? 10,
That's what I want.
3,
That's what I want.
2, 1.
All right, church family, welcome to First Baptist Game Night. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening. And as you can see behind me, we have a nice Jeopardy board set up. And we're going to have another edition of First Baptist Family Jeopardy Night. And we have three fantastic families that we're going to introduce to you in just a moment. But I want to make a couple of announcements to remind you of what's happening tomorrow. First of all, at 10 o'clock, we will have our children's Bible lesson at 10 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss that. Very special cartoon edition. And Derek has put a lot of work and energy and effort into this, to the lesson for tomorrow morning. You won't want to miss it. We're teaching on the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. And then that evening, for all the boys and girls through Pastor's Candy Line, we are giving you a modern version of that miracle, okay? So Pastor's Candy Line is taking a step up for the next few weeks. And at 5 o'clock on tomorrow evening, we will be right outside in our north parking lot. And you can come through and you can pick up your candy if you are a boy or girl in our church. All right, so that would be, what did we say, 15? What did we say, 18 and under is who we're giving the candy to. And so you're not going to want to miss it. It's a very special treat. It's going to be fantastic. So that's at 5 o'clock. So boys and girls, remind your parents tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They either need to bring you down here or you just go ahead and get their keys and you drive the car down here yourself. It won't be a problem. And we will be right outside in the north parking lot. And a reminder to the parents to line up the same way with the cars as we did last week in order to come through. We'll show you that tomorrow morning just to remind you. Also tomorrow at 5 o'clock, if you are a mother, we have a very special gift for you. And actually, you'll make your way into the alley, and we have a very special entrance for you so you can walk through the building and pick up your Mother's Day gift tomorrow at 5 o'clock as well, all right? So we're going to let you get out of your car, walk through the building, but you do, unfortunately, have to go back to your car once you walk through the building and get your gift, all right? You're not allowed to stay, but you can pass through. It's going to be a fantastic time tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock. We will come live to you on the Facebook page just for a few minutes, and then we'll be right back outside. So don't forget about that. So that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. But also at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, we will have our Bible study time. We're working our way through the book of Philippians. And so remember to join us for that. And let me remind you to invite a few friends, coworkers to join you. Let's not give up on inviting folks to participate by way of the Facebook page and the YouTube channel for our services. It will be enjoyable for them. We'll be given the gospel tomorrow and how we can be prepared for death. And that's something that a lot of people are not prepared for. And so tomorrow we'll have a conversation about how the Apostle Paul was prepared for death and what you and I can do in order to prepare ourselves just the same. All right, so that's what's happening this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend, and looking forward to what God will do through and with us this weekend through these mediums. All right, so now, without any further ado, we are going to introduce to you our contestants. All right, so playing the Jeopardy game tonight, we have the Ortegas. So Christian, Nancy, Johnny, wave at us there, and they're participating with us for the Ortega family. And then joining us also are the Carltons. Bill and Donna wave at us as well, and they're participating. And then coming in on the third family, Dwight and Kelly Ford. Dwight and Kelly wave at us as well. And we have these 3 families competing for First Baptist Family Game Night rights, all right? So all the bragging is on the line. We were talking earlier, maybe some toilet paper, maybe a haircut, maybe a fresh shave. We're not for sure, but something is on the line here this evening, and these families are competing for it. So here's what I want to encourage you to do at home. I want to invite you to play right along with us, all right? So while you are not necessarily participating in the Zoom call, we want you to participate in the game as well, and we want you to keep score at home for the amount of questions that you get right. So here's how it will work. We will begin with one of the families. They will select the question and the allotment of the question in any order they can go in. So for example, if they said history 300, we would open up that question and all the families have a chance to answer the question. The family that says their name first will be the one that gets to answer, has a chance to answer the question. Of course, if they get it right, they get 300 points. If they get it wrong, they lose those points, all right? So we'll compete all the way through. The entire board is answered. And then at the very end, we will have one final question for Final Jeopardy in which the contestants can wager all of, because we don't bet, we're Baptists, we don't bet. So we can wager though, and we will wager all of their points. But they can only wager the points that they have. That is called the Julio Alcantar rule, because he thought he could wager any amount of points even if he had them or not had them. So you can only wager the amount of points that you have, all right? So without any further ado, we're going to get right to the board. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to allow Bill and Donna Carlton to take the first guess, all right? So Bill and Donna, whichever one you'd like to start with first, name your category and then the point total, and we will get started with our game here this evening.
We will start with history for 100, Wink.
All right, history for 100. So, Derek, the question is, this character was the first cartoon to be placed on the Hollywood Boulevard Walk of Fame in 1978.
Carlton.
The Carltons. All right, so Bill and Donna?
I'm going to say Mickey Mouse. Who is Mickey Mouse?
Who is Mickey Mouse? Let's see the board, Derek. The answer is, who is Mickey Mouse? They were correct. All right, so here's how that, I love showing off the coffee mug there, Brother Bill. That was nice. I like that, playing the mug game there. So that's going to be 100 points to the Carltons, and this is how the game will work. So once they select one, we'll kind of step out of the way, let the question pop up on the screen, and I will remind the contestants at home, whenever you know the answer, you are allowed to blurt out your name. The first name that Derek hears, he will notate as the winner. You do not necessarily have to wait for me to finish reading the question. All right. So if you know it, you can blurt it out as soon as you are ready. All right. So I think with that we are moving on. All right. So it's Bill and Donna, and Bill and Donna, your next question.
Let's go history 200.
Oh!
This already famous stage actor became ingrained in history after killing the 16th U.S. president. Ooh, Bill and Donna again, Derek says. All right, so Bill, what do we got?
Who is John Wilkes Booth?
All right, who is John Wilkes Booth? Let's see it. That is correct. On to the board with 300 points to the Carltons. All right, so maybe we need to give Dwight a heads up. Dwight, you're actually supposed to say your name once you know the answer, all right? Maybe he's a little slow. Unmute the phone, Dwight, and make sure you're participating along with us in that way, all right? He told me before the game he was a little bit nervous. Last time he had to be on live radio, he said it didn't turn out very good for him. So I want to know what that story of Dwight on live radio and how that, we're going to have to get to that story in just a little. He's shaking his head no. He doesn't want anybody to find that. Let's see. We're moving on then. Question number 3 for the Carltons. You can pick your question, please.
Let's stick with history for 300.
History for 300. All right, Derek, show us that one. This famous Roman emperor became the first to convert to Christianity in the early 4th century. Modern-day Istanbul was once named after this emperor. Ooh,
Ford.
Fords. All right, Dwight and Kelly, you think you know the answer? What is it?
Who is Constantine?
Derek? Who is Constantine? That is correct. And on the board they go. So the Fords now on the board with 400 points. The Carltons on the board with 300 points. And now we need Christian and Nancy. I saw you had Johnny there. He's the secret weapon. I know Johnny is the secret weapon here tonight, all right? So, Johnny, we need you to step up and give us some good answers here. Okay, so with that, it is the Fords' turn to answer or to select the question. So which question would you like, Dwight?
Bible for 200.
Bible for 200, all right? Saul was traveling to this city when he encountered Jesus in a blinding light.
Oh.
All right, the Fords. All right, Dwight, what do you think this is?
Damascus. Where is Damascus? Where's Damascus?
That was a great catch, Kelly. He almost messed up, and I was going to pull those points right away from him, but you caught him. He has to answer it the right way, so the answer is, what is Damascus? That is correct.
My girl.
I saw you, Dwight. I saw you try to go to the wrong answer there. You tried to give that wrong format. You were so happy you had one right. You were just going to jump in there. You got to make sure you answer it the correct way. All right, here we go. On to the board. Dwight and Kelly, which is the next one you'd like?
We'll do Bible for 100.
Bible for 100. All right, Derek? This man baptized Jesus.
Carltons!
Ooh, all right. So that was close. I heard a lot of names called out there, but the judge, Derek Wilkerson, just so you know, said that he heard the Fords first. All right, so that's gonna be, yeah, I see that look, Brother Bill. I saw that. The man, we gotta go out and question the judge sometimes, you know. All right, so to the Fords. All right, so Dwight and Kelly, who do you think it is?
Who is John the Baptist?
They said, who is John the Baptist? And that is correct to Dwight and Kelly, which gives them now 600 points to the Fords, 300 to the Carltons. And I think Derek is intentionally not listening to the Ortegas. I clearly heard the Ortegas on the first one, but Derek's shaking his head no. He's saying it was the Fords. All right, we'll see. I'm fighting for you over here, Christian and Nancy. I'm fighting for you. But of course, I will say this. It's not uncommon for Derek to throw shade toward Christian's way. He's also done this on other family game nights throughout this quarantine period. So maybe there's something there that we need to unpack once we're able to get back together. All right, so this is Dwight and Kelly. Dwight and Kelly, pick a question and an amount for us.
Sir, we'll do Bible for 400.
Bible for 400. This is the name commonly given to the first 5 books of the Old Testament. Oh, Derek says it was the Fords. All right, Dwight and Kelly.
What is the Pentateuch?
What is the Pentateuch? Derek? That is correct. Very good. I saw how Dwight allowed Kelly to answer that one there. It might have been because he was a little uneasy about that one. He felt like maybe Kelly knew a little bit more. He was a little unsure of himself. I think he took the simple one. Oh, John the Baptist. But then it's a more difficult question. He defers to Kelly just in case. I saw that. That was a nice move, Dwight. That was slick. All right. All right, here we go. Moving on then. The scores so far. Just take a little time out here. The scores so far. We got 1,000 points to the Fords. We have 300 points to the Carltons, and so far 0 for the Ortegas. All right, Johnny, come on. We need you to yell it out. Even if you don't know it, just scream out your name as soon as we start, all right? Here we you can't go negative. That's true. You cannot enter into the negative. So if you get it wrong at this point for the Ortegas, they are fine. All right, it's Dwight and Kelly's turn.
Animals for 100.
Animals for 100. A group of lions is known by this name. The Carltons. All right, Bill and Donna, what do you think the answer is?
Donna says, what is a den?
Fort.
Let's see on that one. I just want to notate something here for a second. I noticed how Bill answered that question. You heard that. You saw how he threw that in there. Donna says, what is a den? I picked that up. Did anybody else pick that? Everybody in the room is picking that up. All right. Well, let's see, Derek. A group of lions is known by this name. The answer is?
Next team have to guess.
Oh, the next team has to guess. So that would be an incorrect answer. She said, what is a den? Actually, I'm not going to put that on Donna. That was totally Bill said that. Donna didn't say that. I heard him say that. So that is incorrect. It is not what is a den, all right? So this is going to be now between the Fords and the Ortegas. And how do we do the tie, Derek? I'm not even for sure how we play this part. Do they just both get to guess?
Yeah.
Okay. So both of you get a guess, and if you get it correct, is that how we're going to play that? Derek's telling me yes. I thought we just showed it, and if they didn't get it, then the points were to no one. I think the points should be awarded to no one. So the correct answer here is, what is a pride? What is a pride? That would have been the
Should have
correct
watched
answer,
the
which I'm
Lions game
certain
today.
is actually what Donna wanted to say, and Bill went with a den. I'm just for clarification there. I don't know. So it goes back now to the Fords. Is that right? Okay. So Dwight and Kelly.
Bible for 300.
Bible for 300. All right, Derek. After returning from Egypt, Jesus was raised in this town. Oh, wow. The Fords, Derek says. I clearly heard the Ortegas. I'm just saying. But you know how Derek is. He's one of those judges, you know. All right, Dwight and Kelly. Let's see what we got. Jesus was raised
What
in
is
this
Nazareth?
town.
What is Nazareth?
What is Nazareth? Let's see the answer here. That is correct. And that was for how many points there? That's for 300 points. Is that right? 300 points to Dwight and Kelly's score is how that is. So that gives the Ford family 1,300 points. And it gives the Carltons at this point, how many points they have there? They have 200 points, all right? So that's where the scores stand. It's not too far out of reach, all right? Here we go. On to the, who gets to ask the question here? The Fords. The Fords get to ask the question. Dwight and Kelly, which question would you like to answer?
Science for 100.
Ooh, on to science. All right, science for 100 there. In 1885, Louis Pasteur developed the vaccine for this viral disease. The Carltons. All right, Bill? They're debating. Oh, they don't know. Oh, there he goes pointing at Donna again. I'm starting to see a pattern that's developing here.
Smallpox.
Yeah, from Brother Bill on this one. Okay, so actually with this one, let's actually give the other two a chance to answer this one. Okay, let's do it that way. So if you can get this correct, then you will score this amount of points. So what we need is an answer from the Ortegas and from the Fords. We need an answer, and you can write it on the sheet of paper that you have in front of you, okay? So if you can write the answer on the sheet of paper that you have in front of you, and then hold it up for us to see, and if your answer is correct, you will be awarded the point total, which is science for 100, all right? Okay, so are we ready to present the answers? Derek, show us the screen here from the families.
Honey, hurry!
What is polio? Okay. The Ortegas, I think we're waiting on a piece of paper. Is that right, Christian? All right, so Johnny's got the paper for us here.
I don't.
Writing. Let's see. What is measles? Oh, okay. Well, the correct answer is, what is rabies? What is rabies? Science, man. Oh, man, very difficult. Tripped everybody up at the very beginning. Okay, here's what we'll do. Since everyone got that wrong, let's give the Ortegas a chance to pick a question and an amount, all right? So, Christian, Nancy, Johnny, you all give us a question and an amount.
Animals 200.
Animals for 200, all right? Here is the question. While a male elephant is called a bull, this is the name given to a baby elephant.
Carlton.
Carltons, all right? So let's see. Carltons, what do you think the answer is?
A calf.
What is a calf, she says. Let's show the answer here, Derek. What is a calf? That is correct for Donna. Notice when Donna answered that question, it was answered correctly, Brother Bill. I'm going to point that out there, just at the risk of stating the obvious. I just want to make sure we point that out, all right? So a category and an amount to the Carltons, please.
Let's do general for 300.
General for 300, all right? Here's the question. This U.S. state sports a large buffalo on its state flag and is the smallest state by population. The Carltons.
Carltons.
All right, Brother Bill,
Yep.
we think we heard the Carltons first. What do you think you got?
I believe the answer is, what is Wyoming?
Ooh, what is Wyoming? And that is actually a correct answer. What is Wyoming? This was a point of discussion earlier because Derek asked what the state that had the smallest population. I would have guessed North Dakota. Chad, you guessed what? Chad guessed Alaska. So, man, Brother Bill came through there. Probably Miss Donna knew that answer, but whatever. All right, Bill and Donna, we need you to select a category and a point total.
Let's try general for 400.
All right, general for 400. Derek? While not as popular as Sydney, this city is Australia's capital.
I know that.
Dun 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 dun. All right.
Carltons.
We have an answer there. Ooh, the Carltons. Okay, I like it. Playing for all the money here. All right, Brother Bill, what do you think?
Gonna guess, what is Queensberry?
What is Queensberry? That is incorrect. I am sorry. It is not what is Queensberry. So here's what I'm wondering on this question, Derek. Did anyone on Facebook get this question? Can we check the Facebook comment section? Let's see if anyone on Facebook was able to answer this. Now, listen, if you answered this on Facebook, you can't have cheated. You can't have Google searched it, all right? Just our contestants don't have Google in front of them, all right? So they had to know this off the top of their head. So did anyone get this on Facebook? Let's see.
Fletcher got it.
Ooh, Fletcher Bunyalis got it. So Fletcher, you can award yourself 400 points right there. You got the correct answer. And of course, the correct answer, here we go. What is Kimberly? All right, great job there. All right, we're going to allow the Ortegas, all right? We're going to allow the Ortegas to give us our next category and point total.
General 100.
General for 100, all right? So here is the question. This is the amount of soccer players allowed on the field at the time per team. The Carltons, all right? Brother Bill, Miss Donna, what do you think?
What is 11?
Ooh, what is 11? Derek, the answer is, what is 11? That is correct. Onto the board they come with. Let's see. Let's take a break here. Let's get some point totals here. Let's see what we got. I'm standing in front of them there, aren't I? Okay, so 1,300 points to the Ford family, hanging on to a very strong lead, and then it looks like 300 points to the Carltons, and then so far 0 points to the Ortegas. But they are not out of it yet. We have all the 500s, Derek. We have all of them left. Let me see. All the 500s are still left, so lots of points still on the board. All right, so here we go. Moving on. Bill and Donna, give us a category and a point total, please.
We're going to go with history for 500.
All right, history for 500. Let's see. This German term was used as a war
Carltons.
tactic
Ford.
in World War
Ford.
II and is translated to meaning lightning war. Ooh, the Carltons. Let's see, Brother Bill, what do we got?
What is blitzkrieg?
What is blitzkrieg? That is correct. Very good. Have they answered all of the history questions? I think we found a category that they've got. Did they get them all? Yeah,
Ford stole
don't say
one.
the Ford's got all the Bible questions. Say Kelly's got all the Bible questions. I don't think that's been Dwight. That's been Kelly all the way along the way. You give him way too much credit to Dwight there. And can we go back to the families for a second? Dwight, were you contesting whether it was actually the Carltons that answered first? I saw you shaking your head in a little disgust there.
No, it's all good. Hey, it's all good. You got it.
Okay, I'm just wondering if you wanted to question whose name came in first there. I noticed you weren't really approving of the Carltons being chosen over the top of you there. All right, we're gonna let it go then. All right, Bill and Donna, here we go. A category and a point total, please.
Let's go history for 400.
All right, history for 400. Here we go. In 1945, this American president made a call to drop the two atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Fords. Okay, let's see. Dwight and Kelly, what do you think it is?
Who is President Truman?
Ooh, can we give that put that right back here for a second there, because did you notice Dwight's face on that? You see how he kind of drug that? Who is Truman? Kind of went up there at the end. Let's see if he was right on that one. Who is Harry S. Truman? That is correct. 400 points there to the Fords. I think Dwight's really proud of himself on that one. I feel like he's going to sleep well tonight.
Should be.
When he got that one right. Can we go back to the families? Let's see them. I want to see Dwight celebrating. Were you doing a celebration dance right there, Dwight? Was that what that? Oh, there you go. I saw that. Just double checking on you there. All right, so Dwight and Kelly, give us a category and a point total.
Animals for 300. No,
Animals for 300. All right, now here is the daily double. All right, so here's how this will work for Dwight and Kelly. Is that right? For all of them, is that right? Just Dwight and Kelly. Okay, so here's how this will work. Derek will unveil the question in just a moment, but Dwight and Kelly, this will allow you to increase the points if you would like. You can play for the 300, or you can play for a larger amount, but this would be based on whatever you would wage. Okay, so you could wage more points if you would like, and then but you have to set your wage before you see the question. So would you like to keep it at 300, or would you like to play for a larger amount?
Okay.
We'll keep it at 3.
Keeping it at 300.
Keep it at 300.
All right, going safe there. Okay, so because they kept it at the same amount, anyone is allowed to participate. If you think you get this answer, you are allowed to call it out. All right, so here we go to the question. This animal is one with rectangular pupils and is most mentioned animal in all of
Carltons.
the Carltons. I wasn't really ready for that rectangular pupils there, Derek. It just tripped me up. All right, Bill and Donna, what do you think?
Okay. What is a lamb?
Ooh, what is a lamb? All right, Derek, let's see here. What are sheep? But we're going to allow that to be scored correctly. The judge is feeling very, very generous toward Bill and Donna this evening.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I don't know. Maybe there was a little offer here in coming from the Carltons to the judge here. I'm not for sure. Maybe there's something we need to investigate here. I'm not sure. But what is sheep? That's all. You would be correct. All right, Bill and Donna, it is your category and point total, please.
General for 500.
All right, general for 500. Show us a question. A swooped waffle is a wafer cookie that originated in this European country.
Ford.
Oh. Oh, man, he went for it. Let's see. All right, Dwight, if you think you know. Man, was the hint found in stroopwafel? All right, let's see if we got. Dwight, Kelly, what do you think it is?
What is Belgium?
Ooh, what is Belgium? I am sorry. That is incorrect. All right. So now this will play to the other families still that have a chance. So Brother Bill, Miss Donna, and then Christian and Nancy, what we're going to allow you to do is get a chance to answer this question. So if you will, on your piece of paper, write the answer that you believe this to be. Of course, if they get this wrong, it is not a minus for them, but it is a minus for Dwight and Kelly. Went with Belgium there. All right, let's see if Bill and Donna, Christian, or Nancy can get it. Once you think you have your answer, you can just go ahead and hold the paper up toward the camera, and we'll see if this is correct here. All right, let's see.
Germany and England.
What is Germany? What is England? I'm sorry, neither one of those questions, or answers rather, are correct. The answer is, what is the Netherlands? What is the Netherlands? Chad is over here saying, I should have known. You should have known. The Strupel gave it away to you, huh? Was that it for you, Chad? All right, I'm just wondering. You ever been to the Netherlands, Chad? You look like maybe you have some Netherlands along the line there of the Phillips family. I'm not for sure. All right, so with that, we're going to allow Christian and Nancy, all right? We're going to allow Christian and Nancy to pick the category and the point total, all right? So Ortega's?
Science 200.
Science for 200, all right? This planet, named after the Roman king of gods, is the largest in our solar system. The Fords, all right? So Dwight and Kelly, what do you think?
What is Jupiter?
What is Jupiter? Let's see here. That is correct. What is Jupiter is a correct answer. Dwight, why you guys were arguing back and forth of who was going to answer that question. I wonder if you felt confident about that. It didn't look like you felt super confident about that. But you got on the board nonetheless, all right? So we like it. Dwight and Kelly, pick a category and a point total, please.
Okay, we're gonna pick Bible for 500.
Bible for 500, all right? This ruler was responsible for John the Baptist. Fords. All right, let's see if they can get this one correct. Dwight and Kelly?
Who is King Herod?
Who is King Herod was his answer. I'm looking toward the judge. Is this gonna, can you specify? Can you be any more specific on that?
Oh, man. Let me think. Hold on. No? No, actually, not right now. Brain fart.
No, actually, not right now. Well, we're looking at the judge then on that one. Okay, the judge is, I'm telling you, the judge is, man, he is generous tonight, okay? He said he's not gonna take off points because it's close. So we will not deduct points. But what we'll do is we will allow the Carltons and the Ortegas to see if they could be a little more specific. All right. So the Carltons and Ortegas, if on your sheet there, if you want to write what you believe to be the answer, the question was. Here's the question, Derek. The question was, who or this ruler was responsible for John the Baptist's death? All right, so we're looking for something a little more specific than what Dwight and Kelly gave us. Let's see if we can get specific. Once you have your answer, you can just hold it up to the camera, and we'll see if this is correct. Herod the Great and King Herod. I'm sorry, neither of those are correct. The answer is, who is Herod Antipas? Yes, once you heard Herod Antipas, you knew that answer. All right, we're going to allow the Ortegas to pick a category and a point total, please.
What's after animals? Because our screen cuts off.
Animals, there's 400 and 500 left in the animals.
No, next to animals. I can't see the next category.
It's general.
Science 300.
Science. Okay, science for 300, all right? Stratus, Sirius, and Cumulus
Alden!
are all different kinds of clouds.
My word.
Ooh.
I get excited.
All right, Brother Bill and Miss Donna.
Okay.
What are clouds?
What are clouds? That is correct. But my guys are telling me I answered that question. Did I answer that question, Derek? Did I read that question incorrectly? Derek wasn't paying attention. Chad's telling me yes. Did I read it incorrectly, Juan? Juan said no, I didn't
Yeah,
read
he
it
said
incorrectly.
cloud.
Chad, he's from the Netherlands. What does he know? All right. The answer is what are clouds, and Donna was correct in that answer. All right. So they get the point. But go to the contestants. I want to see. I want to ask them. Did I read the question incorrectly? Is that what you all were thinking there? Kelly's shaking her head. Yes. Of course, the Carltons are saying absolutely not. They got 300 points with that. Well, there was nothing wrong. There was no mistake with that one. Maybe I misspoke that. I was looking at the answer. I know that. All right. So here we go with the Carltons. What does that give us at point total? Oh, I see why we're making a big deal about this, because we're at 1,400 and 1,400 on the point total down there. Oh, wow. So it matters. All right. Well, let's see. I mean, the judge is basically giving all the free answers to the Fords anyway. So, I mean, I'm trying to help the Carltons out here. It's Bill and Donna's turn. They get a category and a point total.
Okay, let's see. After that perfectly worded question, we will go to animals for 400.
All right, animals for 400. Let's see if we can get this one correct. Animals for 400. This animal has been known to keep its head buried in the sand. Maybe because it's got a brain smaller than its eyeball.
Ortega.
The Carltons. All right, let's see. Bill and Donna, what do you think?
Okay. What is an ostrich?
What is an ostrich? Derek, that is correct. So that's 400 points to the Carltons, giving them a lead at 1,800 points. The Fords at 1,400. And the Ortegas, they're still hanging in there. There's enough points on the board, actually. They can make this really interesting if they can run the board here at the end. That question now goes to who? It goes to the Carltons, is that right? All right, Bill and Donna, it's your point. Your answer, a category and a point total, please.
Let's go science 500.
Science for 500. This is the most abundant chemical in all of the universe.
Ortega.
Ortegas, all right. Let's see. We heard the Ortegas. They're putting their brains together, trying to get the answer here. All right, Nancy, you have an answer for us?
What is carbon monoxide?
What is carbon monoxide? I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Not carbon monoxide. Let's see now what they will do. That goes to the other two. Is that right? Okay, so both the Fords and the Carltons have a chance here. If you want to write what you believe to be the answer on your sheet of paper, and then once you have both had a chance to write it on the piece of paper, you can hold it up to the camera, and we'll see if you can get this extra point total here. All right, hold it up there. Once you have it, you can hold it up. What is hydrogen? What is nitrogen? The correct answer, Derek, is what is hydrogen? That is the correct answer, which gives 500 points over to the Carltons, actually. And that's going to put their total, man, I don't have a strong lead coming down the home stretch here. Let's go back to the contestants here. I want to see that look if that Dwight just gave to Kelly there. I don't, Dwight, you gave her kind of a look like that wasn't what you.
Don't do it.
all
Don't
love.
do it.
It's all love. It's all love. It's First Baptist Family Game Nights. We don't want to have any extra counseling as a result of this. All right. So, yeah. What is? She's pointing at what is. Oh, I see what she's asking. She's wanting the. She's trying to be. You see what she's doing, Kelly? She's a stickler on the rules. She's saying Bill did not answer that with a what is. That's what she's. Look at her sipping her coffee now. Oh man, it's getting tense here on First Baptist Family. I'm telling you, they're playing for blood here. They're playing for blood. All right, here we go. It's Bill and Donna's point, nonetheless. All right, so category and point total, please.
All right. Let's go with animals for 500.
Animals for 500.
Murder.
Murder is a pretty scary word, but it's also a name for a group of this kind of bird. All right, do we have anyone that has? All right, no one on the contestant has the answer, but we had some come through on Facebook, Derek is telling me. Who got it right on Facebook that you saw, Derek? Fletcher and Ezra. So both of them guessed correctly on. And Ronald Smith. Shout out to Ronald Smith there. That's his first shout out on our Facebook feeds. Here we go. The correct answer is, what are crows? What are crows? All right, so we are going to allow, there are 2 questions left. There is a general for 200 right here, and then we have a science for 400. We'll allow the Ortegas to take a shot at either one of these. So, Christian, Nancy, Johnny, which one would you like to try? The general for 200 or the science for 400?
General for 200.
All right, general for 200. All right, here we go. This American president is featured on the $50 bill.
All right, let me think about it. Is it?
Ford.
Fords. She was confident in that. All right, let's see. Fords, let's see if we can get an answer here. What do you think?
Who is Franklin Roosevelt?
Who is Franklin Roosevelt? I am sorry, that is incorrect. It is not Franklin Roosevelt. And that's probably because Dwight's used to only dealing with hundreds. He's used to dealing with those higher dollar ones. That's probably why he didn't get that one. He's used to those top dollar figures. So what's going to happen now is we're going to allow the Carltons and the Ortegas to get a shot at this answer for 200 extra points. This will be available to them only. So once you get it, write it on the piece of paper there, and then you can hold it up toward the camera. This is the question that you are attempting to answer. This American president is featured on the $50 bill. All right.
Andrew Jackson.
Still writing, I think, here. Let's see. Once you got it, hold it up to the camera. Who is Alexander Hamilton and Andrew Jackson? I am sorry, neither of those are correct. It is, who is Ulysses S. Grant? All right, so out of curiosity, did anybody get it on Facebook? Let's see.
I had it right.
Ezra
I
got
passed it out.
I saw that, Nancy. Go back to Nancy. She's showing us that she actually had it, and then that's probably Christian made her scratch
Give her
it
the
off there 'cause
points.
she had it correct. I just so
Give
you
it
know,
to
she
him.
probably
Give it
had
to him.
She probably had it. I say give Nancy the points. Don't you think that, Derek? Derek's saying yes. Give Nancy the points. So these points are going to be given to Nancy only, all right? And she's the only one in the family that gets to use them. 200 points to the Ortegas, all right? There we go. All right, on that note, we have one final question. This is available for all of the contestants. So the question is science for 400. And as a reminder, we have a final Jeopardy at the end of this. And you can wager the points that you have, all right? So final Jeopardy will be available at the end. Here is the question, 400 science. This legendary 17th century scientist and mathematician is known as the inventor of calculus. Teams are studying, they're thinking. Here's the question. Question one more time. This is what we were trying to answer right here. All right. Do we have any of the contestants have a shot here? Any?
We do have right answers on the website.
Oh, I got some right answers on Facebook. Derek is telling me. Who got?
Zabala,
Josh Zabala got it right on Facebook.
Fletcher,
Cool.
Fletcher, Ezra. All right. So here's the any guess from our contestants to just give you a chance here. Points on the board.
Ortega.
Ortega's. All right. Let's see. Johnny, Nancy, what do we got?
Utah? Who is Utah?
Who is?
Newton.
Yes. All right. So who is Newton? And that is actually correct there, Johnny. Great answer. Coming in strong at the end, giving you a total of 600 points to the Ortegas, 2,300 points to the Carltons, and 1,200 points to the Fords. All right. So here is how Final Jeopardy will work. Okay. So we will present one final question here at the end, and you can wager any amount of points that you would like that you have. All right, so that's how this will work. Of course, if you are the Fords or the Ortegas, in order to win, you're going to have a little strategy in the amount of points that you wager, and then the Carltons as well. Here is also how the game of this final question works. You have to wager the points before you see the question. All right, wager the points before you see the question. So Derek, let's go to our contestants and give them a chance to decide how many points they would like to wager. All right. So
What are the point totals right now?
the point totals right now, Derek, let's give them the board back. The point totals right now are right here at the bottom.
600 Ortega.
600 for the Ortegas, 2,300 for the Carltons, 1,200 for the Fords.
Bet it all. Bet it all. Bet it all.
We got 600. So now we have. Now we're gonna wait.
All right. So we need your point, the point total that you are wagering. We need to know that first, and we'll make a log of it there. So the Ortegas looks like they're giving all 600. They're all in. The Carltons at 101, and the Fords at 1,200. Here we go. It is All or nothing for the Fords and the Ortegas, and it is 101 for the Carltons. All right, so I'm going to read the question to you. There is no time limit, and it doesn't matter who answers first. What matters is if you answer it correctly.
Answer tomorrow.
Okay? So you don't have to feel rushed to get the answers. You have to write your answer onto your sheet of paper. Do not call it out loud. And then in just a moment, we'll have everyone lift up their answer to see what they got. All right, so here is the question. Okay, I want to put it on them. All right, here's the question. As leader of the Ba'ath Party, he became a dictator of a Middle Eastern country in 1979. And in 2003, he was disposed. I will read the question again.
No, write it down.
As leader of the Ba'ath Party, he became a dictator of a Middle Eastern country in 1979, and in 2003, he was disposed. All right, so we're going to give you a chance to answer that question. Dun, 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 dun. Dwight, you're in prayer. Man, deep in thought, Dwight. A lot on the line for our contestants.
Oh, no. That's right.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we have. If you have your answer there on your sheet of paper, we need you to hold your sheet of paper up toward the camera, all right? Go ahead and hold your paper up toward the camera. We're getting in here close. Who is Saddam Hussein? Who is Saddam Hussein and Dwight and Kelly? Question mark. Saddam Hussein. So that puts, let's see here, that puts the Fords at, let me see here, that puts the Fords at 0, actually. They wagered it all, so the Fords are down to 0. The Carltons are at 2,401, and then the Ortegas are at 1,200 points, coming in a strong second for the Ortegas. But the Carltons are taking first place home this evening, and let's show a picture of our families here, Derek. And the Carltons, man, with the coffee mugs and everything there. Ortega's coming in at second. Man, Dwight and Kelly, you were so strong the whole game. What happened there at the end? Man, she's got that look like she told you what it was.
Hey, my protein ran out. I ran out of my protein.
All right, man. There we go. Great game. A round of applause. How about that for the Carltons with 2,401 there. Wow, man. Even in studio, we don't have any. Even in studio, and the kiss to seal it. Great game. The Ortegas there came in strong at the end. Man, Johnny was putting on his skills there at the end of that game. Came through with the strong Isaac Newton there. I like that. And they ended, of course, with 12. Let me get out of the way. The points ended with 1,200 points there. So great job. I want to say a very special thank you to all of our families, the Fords, the Carltons, and the Ortegas. Thank you so much for playing, making this evening fun for us while we are all separated from each other. It's great to be able to interact. What we want to know from you at home is how did you fare, all right? So go ahead and total up your points as well. You can add your points in the comment section there on the Facebook or the YouTube feeds. See how you did. Did you beat the Carltons? Did you beat the Ortegas? Well, of course, you obviously beat the Fords there. That was a disappointing end there, Dwight. I had a little more confidence in you than that. But I guess, when the judge is always trying to favor you, it comes back at the end and it gets you there at the end of the game. All right, so just a couple of reminders. Don't forget, tomorrow, 10 o'clock for the boys and girls, 11 o'clock for the regular service, and then 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, we will not have our regular Bible study because we're having the drive drive-through, okay? So let me encourage all of you to participate in the drive-through, okay? Please come through. We want to see you. And of course, we have a very special treat for the boys and girls and for other moms, all right? So God bless. Thank you so much for participating with us this evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow.